There's been a recent large correction in the market and Vechain experienced a pullback to around 13 cents temporarily before consolidating in the 15 to 20 cent range for the past few days. Is the bull market over and are the gains over for Vechain this year? Let's discuss it. It's 2021 and as we can all see, the cryptocurrency bullrun is well underway now. Ever since March 2020 we've been seeing huge gains all over the cryptocurrency space, with all-time highs being set almost every single week. The whole market has recently experienced a healthy pullback after over 40% of the hash rate difficulty for Bitcoin dropped out due to a large blackout in parts of China, which in turn caused a large sell-off in the market. The market-wide correction appears to be continuing and consolidating with around a 25 to 30% pullback for most coins. Most smart investors took the opportunity to buy the dip and the market now seems to be stable, with a healthy correction paving the way for future gains. The market continues to run up in price, with Vechain doing over 150 extra turns in the space of the last year, being one of the best performing assets in the whole of the space. Bitcoin has been stalling out somewhat in the past month, slowly rising in a pennant formation, but it seems likely the recent correction may last for some time as momentum for Bitcoin builds back up. When looking at Vechain, it's been performing exceptionally well in the past year, and its momentum just seems to keep increasing as the bull run continues. Cryptocurrency is extremely volatile, and it's important to remember that smart investors will be taking profits on the way up and on the way down as the bull market develops, so they don't get wrecked by the eventual massive pullback that will likely occur in the future. The bull market is likely to end in the next 6 months or so, with a huge correction that will see a dip and the market will not recover from for some time. Today we're taking a look at Vechain and whether the pump is over for the cryptocurrency and likely where things will go from here. Make sure to watch the video till the end for all the essential information. This is not financial advice and is for entertainment purposes only. We always stress that you do your own due diligence. Please like and subscribe for daily videos and hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications. YouTube does gatekeep some cryptocurrency content, so to get access to this time-sensitive information immediately, make sure to turn on all notifications. Hitting the like button helps the channel out immensely, so if you enjoy the channel, please hit the like button now. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, where you can get access to our private Discord along with a host of other benefits. We're going to be posting there regularly with weekly and monthly coin calls and also in-depth research of more obscure altcoins, so if that's something you're interested in, please check it out. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well, where we're hoping to grow our valuable community as a useful resource for all. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. The biggest news that's coming out about Vechain in the past week or so will most likely be the large correction that it's been experiencing in the wake of one of the first major pullbacks we've seen in the cryptocurrency space for some time. Ever since the correction in January time, the whole market has been moving up very nicely, with many cryptocurrencies including Vechain moving up 4 or 5x in the past month alone due to the massive bullish momentum and news coming out all the time. However, recently it seems as though the momentum for Bitcoin has been reducing somewhat, with the price action not looking that bullish for the current main cryptocurrency. After the pullback due to the 40% Bitcoin hash rate dump because of power outages in China, more fear in the market was created by the announcement of Joe Biden to increase capital gains tax in the US considerably, which was a rumour, and all markets saw a considerable dip as well because of this. When combined with the decreasing momentum for Bitcoin recently, BTC led the market downward as fear gave us a correction of around 20% market-wide, and Vechain actually dropped to around 13 cents before many investors bought the dip, and it now seems settled in the 15 to 20 cent range again. Many of those newer to the space may have been concerned with the very recent price action of the market as a whole, but it's important to remember that cryptocurrency can be very volatile, and no cryptocurrency will go up in a straight line. Because the market is so nascent, there is still a large amount of volatility, and this is shown in the past few days as a result. However, this sort of price action is totally normal for crypto. In the past bull run of 2017, there were actually 6 corrections on the way to 20k for Bitcoin of 35 to 40%, cooling off the momentum before continuing upwards. The average gains in the weeks after these corrections was 135%, which shows that corrections such as the one we've just seen don't automatically mean the end of the cryptocurrency bull run. The next few days will likely decide how things will play out in the next few weeks, but it seems likely that once the double bottom is in for most cryptocurrencies, that upwards momentum will resume. We haven't seen any of the hallmarks yet of the peak of a cryptocurrency bull run, with no indexes suggesting euphoria in the market, and price action has been steady in comparison to previous peaks. With money still flowing away from exchanges and into wallets, combined with market cycle analysis showing we're still far away from completing this cycle's potential length, it seems very probable that this is just a bump in the road in upwards price action for the space, and Vechain is no exception to that. Vechain is a crypto that has performed extremely well in the space in the past year or so. It's obvious by the price action that most investors will be extremely pleased with how much Vechain is pumping, along with all the continuous news and momentum that Vechain has been getting in the bull run so far. Vechain's gains in the recent year have been massive, making over 150x returns from the lows of March last year until the recent market-wide correction that has seen all cryptocurrencies take around a 25% correction. It seems incredibly likely that Vechain is going to hit the fabled $1 level that so many investors have been calling for since last year. And with the price now less than 5x away from this target with so much of the bull run still to go, it's seemingly more and more likely that this can be achieved. Investments into Vechain in the past few years would have reaped massive rewards for investors, and those who invested in March last year have seen massive gains. If you'd invested $10,000 at the lows of March last year, when the project was looking much less appealing than it is now in terms of adoption and investment, your bags would already be worth well over $1 million, and more Vechain millionaires are being made all the time. Considering there is still so much price action likely left for Vechain in the coming months as the bull run starts to approach its climax, the gains could continue even further than this, and we've given a price target of around $3 per token for the peak of the run, due to the current price action and momentum it's receiving. Whilst the recent downward price action of Vechain might be concerning to investors, this was largely due to a market-wide event that led to Bitcoin leading the whole market downwards and was not to do with Vechain specifically. With so much speculative investment in the market currently, it's likely that this sort of volatility will be common, but that does not mean the upwards price action for Vechain is over this year. Vechain is some of the best utility in the whole of the cryptocurrency space, and with the bullish news that they continue to release, it only seems a matter of time before it resumes its upwards momentum. The long-term outlook for Vechain is incredible, and once a utility bull run is triggered, as these real-world use case cryptocurrencies start to see more attention, there's no reason to suggest that Vechain can't perform incredibly well as time goes on. The recent downwards price action in the market has left many Vechain investors scratching their heads, as it seems that Vechain did not have any part to play in the reason as to why the market was heading down. Looking at the technical chart, we can see that in the past week, Vechain slid from around 22 cents, where it was ranging and holding its value fairly well, all the way down to 13 cents according to some exchanges temporarily, before bouncing back solidly into the 15 to 20 cent range. When looking across all cryptocurrencies currently, their price action and structure looks largely the same, with what looks like a double bottom forming on Bitcoin and most other large cryptocurrencies. If the price action falls to retest the bottom and bounce, and this is the most likely outcome, the price looks to rise very sharply over the next few weeks for Vechain, heading back into the 20 cent range easily. However, if Bitcoin breaks its bottom again, we could see it leading the market down lower in the short term. It's important to note as well that recently Ethereum's price action decoupled from Bitcoin, and that could show the start of a real altcoin season, which could trigger Vechain to run to further highs very soon as a result. Vechain's chart suggests it's one of the cryptocurrencies to bounce back the strongest recently, and more bullish news for the protocol could see it moving up in short order. Vechain is a project that really has some of the best fundamentals in the whole of the cryptocurrency space when you look at the utility of the protocol and also the amount of use it's receiving. Adoption for Vechain has been something that it's not struggled with whatsoever, with so many huge companies around the world either using Vechain or taking a look at the protocol has to offer, especially in the case of Daniel Nortje and Salesforce. Adoption really is the most important thing for the success of a cryptocurrency project in the long term, as great technology is nothing without actually getting use. This is somewhere where Vechain has been particularly successful, as they have a huge network of partners and integrations already in the wider world, largely in the supply chain industry that they are targeting. Vechain's massive network effect and sea of partners of the protocol is the main reason to be bullish, as the sheer amount of companies already using it proves just how valuable the project can be and may very well continue this sentiment in the future. Vechain's real-world use case is invaluable, and the fact it's already being used for its intended purpose shows the value it is providing, and also its potential going forward. The market that Vechain is targeting is vast, and aside from speculative investment from retailers currently, once institutions start piling into Vechain, it's very likely the price is going to soar in the next 5 years. Whilst the market is currently looking somewhat scary for newer cryptocurrency investors, it's important to remember the past performance and history to get an idea of how these things might play out. 6 dips of a similar scale to this week happened in the previous bull run, and were all followed by large pumps for all cryptocurrencies. And with us being around halfway through the bull run, there's nothing to suggest that the price action for Vechain or any other cryptocurrency is over yet. The stock to flow model for Bitcoin shows it at least hitting 100k this year and beyond, and this has been incredibly accurate in the past in predicting potential price action. The market is somewhat led by Bitcoin, but if it continues to stall out, altcoins could see a massive influx of capital in short order, and Vechain will very likely benefit as a result of this as well. We still believe that Vechain can easily head past $1 this year, and the current correction and consolidation may be just what Vechain needs to cool off before another push to the upside soon. So what are your thoughts on Vechain? Do you like the project, and what is your price prediction for them in 2021 and beyond? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, as we'd be interested to hear your ideas about the price action of Vechain in the future. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're going to be offering a host of additional benefits, so please take advantage of that there. Also make sure to hit the like button, as it helps the channel out immeasurably, so if you're a fan of the channel, please hit the like button now. Currently only 10% of viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community grow more, so please hit the big red subscribe button. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well, where we're hoping to grow our valuable community as a useful resource for all. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.